WWE No Mercy is this Sunday. It takes place in Los Angeles, California, in the Staples Center, and the show has two main events. I don't know which match will go on last, but it has two huge attractions: Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman for the WWE Championship, and of course John Cena versus Roman Reigns in a dream match. So the show, my expectations, they're pretty high. I'm expecting a very good show. I mean, this is still technically a B show, even though it doesn't feel like a B show. It feels like a B plus show or an A minus show. It's not one of the big four. WrestleMania is actually on a completely different level than the other three, but it's not that, but it's bigger than any of the B shows for sure. So I see. I mean, it has stuff too. It has two huge matches, and it's also because the show feels big. It's in Los Angeles. It's in the Staples Center, a huge arena. So that's another thing it has going for it, and it has some interest, and I'm looking forward to it. Even though I have not been paying too much attention to a lot of the stuff going on in Raw, I've Cena and Reigns stuff has. I mean, it's gone downhill for me. I've not enjoyed it. I mean, the shooting, it's just. It's like every week. And then the problem is when they started shooting on each other the first time, it was good because it felt real. Then the more they did it, it started, they weren't using facts, and it was just fake. And it just sucked. And anyway. And with Lesnar and Strowman, I'm just disappointed this is not WrestleMania. I want Braun to beat Brock at WrestleMania. Instead, Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock at WrestleMania. And the same old shit. Reigns beats Lesnar. He's going to have his fourth fucking main event in a row. Fourth WrestleMania main event in a row. I'm just sick of it, and I'm just annoyed, and that Reigns is going to be the fucking champion at WrestleMania. Who cares? I don't want to fucking see this guy. He's gonna finally beat Brock. Congratulations, Vince. You've wanted to do this like last 4 fucking years. You did it. It's gone to the point where I don't know. I'm looking forward to. I think the matches are going to be good. Just where this is going. They just don't give a fuck about it, the fans, and they're going to do whatever the fuck they want, despite what the fans think. Anyway, let's get into the show. Let's start making my predictions. I guess the first match you have to talk about is the pre-show match. Well, we're really not going to talk about it. It's Apollo Crews and against Elias. Elias Sampson, Drifter. I've been enjoying Drifter. He's grown on me. I'm a fan now. And I think he beats Apollo Crews. I mean, Apollo Crews, there's nothing to him anymore. He's a bust. Even though they didn't really give him a chance to get over, I didn't think he should have came up as fast as he did. He never really got over that much in NXT. I think he could have used at least another year in NXT. But yeah, he's been a disaster, and I think the Drifter definitely should go over here. And now, let's talk about the main card. Neville versus Enzo for the Cruiserweight title. This could go either way. It wouldn't shock me to see Enzo win, because they hate him so much, but he does get a reaction. I'm so fucking annoyed. Anytime I see Enzo, I want to change the channel, and I saw Braun Strowman killed him on Raw this past Monday. That was pretty damn awesome. I want Neville to win, and I think he will. I think Neville will win, but I think it'll be some disputed finish, and it'll continue this feud. Then you have Miz versus Jason Jordan. Here's what I see happening. This is going to be a longer feud. It's not ending on this show. I think this goes on for a while. This is my opinion. And I'm going to say Jason Jordan wins, but he doesn't win the title. He wins by a disqualification or a count out. So I'm going to say Jordan wins by DQ. And I think this feud continues for a while. Then we go to the fatal 5-way match. Bayley made a return Monday, so it's a fatal 5-way match for the Raw Women's title. Alexa Bliss defends the Raw Women's title against Sasha Banks, Emma, Nia Jax, and the returning Bayley. So I think there's two likely scenarios. Either Alexa Bliss retains or Nia Jax wins. What I see happening is I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss retaining the title. Again, I really like Alexa. Always enjoyed her. Always enjoyed her, but I think I wouldn't mind seeing someone else get a reign as champion. I mean, Sasha got an 8-day reign, so I don't want to see Sasha as champion anymore. I would love to see Emma win. I want to see Emma win. I think it would be an awesome, crazy surprise if she gets a fluke win. Nia leg drops Bayley or someone, and then she, hits, attacks Nia, and then gets a cheap win. I think that'd be cool to see Emma win. But I don't see Emma winning. She's probably the least likely scenario. Don't see Sasha Banks winning at all.
Do not see Bayley winning. She made a return, so I guess there's a chance, but I don't see Bayley winning. They've done too much damage to Bayley. So it's going to be Alexa or Nia. And I see Alexa and Nia having a long rivalry. I see them continuing to build the rivalry. I think this might be their big thing. This is going to be the big program on Raw because Bayley and Sasha, I think, are going to... and Asuka's coming up, too. I think Bayley and Sasha are going to be involved in that horsewoman thing. So I think Alexa and Nia is going to be their program. I think Alexa gets the cheap win. So I think at Nia, she'll probably pin Emma. She might pin Sasha. Maybe, I don't think Bayley, but I think Emma or Sasha will have to take the fall. And I think Nia hits a leg drop, Alexa drop kicks or something, and Alexa gets the win. That's why I say outgoing. Next up is the match that nobody in the world gives a fuck about: Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Don't care. God, do not want to see it. It's not the demon. Who cares? I mean, you know what? I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt. I'm going to say because he's fighting a regular fan. I mean, we don't get to see the demon. I'm sure everyone's going to be so disappointed they don't get to see the demon. Especially that smart crowd in LA, but it has to be the man. Bray's winning. Of course Bray's winning. It's not a big show, so it's not a big match. Bray has to get the win here. Tag team title match, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins against Cesaro and Sheamus. I have to say, Ambrose and Rollins have really soured as of late. They're stale already. I'm bored to death with them. Don't care. We want to see the Shield reunion. I don't think we're going to get to see it. So, against Sheamus and Cesaro, I'm so fucking bored of those guys. Same old shit every week. I mean, they keep doing all these multi-man matches with the Hardy Boys. I don't care about Sheamus and Cesaro. I've never been a big fan of them as a tag team. And I see Ambrose and Rollins winning. So, I've got the champs retaining the titles there. Again, not too high on that match. Now we get to what everyone really wants to talk about, the two main matches. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Let's get to that first. So this is very interesting. I can see this going a number of different ways. There could be a crazy finish, like a fuck finish, or I think the most likely scenario is Roman Reigns beating John Cena. I can see Cena beating Reigns in some kind of sloppy way, but I'm going to go with Roman Reigns here. I think this is the passing of the torch. The one thing I thought with Cena, when this first match was initially going to happen, I thought Cena would go over because I'd assume this was going to be like a series of matches. I think John Cena, it would make sense for John Cena to win the first match. Eventually, he has to pass the torch probably in the main event at WrestleMania, but I was thinking Cena wins first and Reigns probably gets the big win at WrestleMania. However, being the fact that Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's an erection, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns winning this match. John Cena is going to make Bumblebee, that Transformers movie. John Cena is probably leaving very soon. I do not see John Cena winning this match at all. I don't see it. I got Reigns winning. I mean, the crowd's going to be very entertaining. It's in Los Angeles, so it is a marked city. It's a smart city. They'll make noise. They'll boo both of them. They'll chant, "You both suck." They'll hate Roman Reigns with a passion. It'll be fun. I want to hear the crowd reaction to this match. It's going to be entertaining to see how they react. I mean, this match, come on. In front of 70,000 people in the Superdome, that's where this match really should happen. 70,000 people shitting all over the match. That's where this match needs to take place, in that WrestleMania in New Orleans. But, here I just gotta, it is LA, so, it's not as rabid, I guess, as Chicago or New York, but, they're a hardcore crowd for sure. And, the last time Reigns was there, they booed the shit out of him on Raw. So, it'll be a fun match. Crowd will be into it. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm interested in the match, so I definitely want to see it. And I got Roman Reigns winning. I think it'll be a traditional WWE long match. Start slow, then they'll build up. They'll kick out of everyone's finisher. Reigns is probably kicking out of, 2 Cena AAs. Or Cena will kick out of 2 spears, and the third spear will be it for Cena. He'll pin him. That's the kind of match I see, and I see Reigns winning. And it wouldn't surprise me even if they do a handshake after the match, kind of like that Rock and Hogan kind of thing. And then the main event, or I don't know what's going to be going last. It could be Brock and Braun, or it could be Cena and Reigns. It wouldn't shock me either way. I'm thinking Brock and Braun, but it could be Reigns and Cena. That since Brock and Braun's a title match, I assume that's the last match. Here's the thing. Want see Braun Strowman winning. I don't think he should win this on this kind of show. This isn't a big enough show for his big title reign or his big first ever championship win. He should win the title at WrestleMania, but that's not going to happen. It's going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, for this match in particular, I do not see how it's going to go. I mean, I'm really confused. I'm just leaning towards a no contest for some reason. I think they beat the shit out of each other. You know, there's a whole bunch of referees. If you remember Undertaker and Brock Lesnar from like Unforgiven 15 years ago in September, same month this show's taking place. You remember Undertaker, it was just a brawl that no one won, and then they set up another match for the next pay-per-view. It wouldn't surprise me if that happens. I don't think Brock's working TLC, but it wouldn't surprise me if they have just this crazy brawl. 100 referees are there. Everyone's getting destroyed. It's destruction everywhere. Braun, attacks Brock at the end, does something crazy, and then sets up the big match at Survivor Series in which Brock wins. That's how it wouldn't shock me to see that go down like that. And I think this is not going to be the last match. I think it's going to be the first match. I think there'll be a stipulation at the Survivor Series show, and that's where I see Brock beating Braun before he loses the title to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Damn it. Anyway, I'm going to go with a no contest. I'm going to say nobody wins this match. No contest is my prediction. It wouldn't shock me to see Brock F5 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring after like 8 minutes. I'm sure that's gonna make everyone so happy. An 8-minute match and an F5, just that would be funny. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me. But I see a no contest here. I don't think no one wins this match. I think that sets up the rematch for there's probably a Survivor Series, or I don't know, TLC, but I think that's how it goes. So I'm gonna say no contest for that. So to recap, I got Elias winning. I think he beats Apollo Crews. I think The Miz retains the IC title. I think Alexa Bliss retains the women's title. I think Neville retains the Cruiserweight title. I got Bray beating Finn. I've got Ambrose and Rollins retaining the tag titles. I got Reigns over Cena, and I have Lesnar and Strowman in the no contest. So that's my predictions for No Mercy. Hopefully we get a good show, and I think it'll be a good show. I think the crowd will be into it, and I think it is Los Angeles, so I think WWE will be trying to put on a good show, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully the show ends up being a good pay-per-view.